Hey, this is Laura with Untitled Typewriters. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to take a look at a 1952 Olympia SM3, a great writing machine. So I can't wait to show it to you. Okay, first of all, here's your carriage. And your margins are these silver tabs right here. You just squeeze and drag, okay? Just like that, and put them wherever you want. Here is your paper guide. This does have tabs on this machine, but they're in the back. So I'm going to flip this up. And right here are your tabs, and you just press and drag. Just like that. Okay? So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put this back down. Alrighty. So on the carriage, your carriage release, you just press it. You press this one lever right here, and it has a really smooth carriage on it. Nice sounding bell. The carriage, this is a great machine, but the carriage lock does not work on this one. From what I can tell, I haven't been able to get it. Usually it locks really easy, and it just doesn't work on this one. So for those of you, if you have one of these, this is a carriage lock right here. And usually if you have your carriage centered pretty well and you hit that lock, it should engage it. But this one is not locking. But it doesn't affect the performance of the typewriter. And it does come with the case. So if you keep it in the case, especially when you're moving it around, it'll still be fine. Okay, right here is a little knob on the right side. If you press that, there's your paper holder right there, which comes in handy. And then you just snap it back in. Over here on the left side, this is your line selector. So that is when you hit the return handle, is it can advance 1, 2, or 3 lines. The paper, the roller release, so if you want to do fine adjusting, so when you turn the roller, it's going to click like every half of a line. But if you've got lined paper or you're trying to get it set just right, and you need the roller to be released, then right here on the left side behind the return lever, you just press that down. And that releases your roller so you can do fine adjusting. Make sure you re-engage before you start typing again. Okay, now let's move the carriage over to the left and pop open the top. And inside you're going to see this is the escapement right here. The SM3s have a deluxe written right here. A lot of the Olympias do. And we have installed a universal ribbon, which works great in these typewriters. If you need a new one, we have them on our website at jottandtittletypewriters.com. Now, we put new ribbons in all of our typewriters, and when it is time to change it, there's a little spring-loaded arm on each side. You just pull those back and then pop the ribbons out, and then you can set another one in. They're really easy to install, but you have to make sure the ribbon is threaded properly. So, just make sure it's threaded through like these double barrels, and then take a look at how it's threaded here. You can refer back to this video, or if you click the link in the description, it'll take you to the product listing, and the images on that product listing will be there whether it's sold or not, and you can use it as a reference. Now, when you get to the end of the spool, this is so important, so please listen closely. When you get to the end of the spool, it doesn't mean you need to change the ribbon. It means you need to reverse the direction of the spool, because there is a lot of ink in this ribbon and it's going to last you a long time. And to reverse the direction, you just press. Doesn't matter which side, either side is fine. And that reverses the direction of the ribbon. And you can reverse this direction dozens and dozens of times before you need to replace this ribbon. So if you're typing away and there's no indicator to say, hey, you're at the end of your spool, it's either just going to stop typing, or it's going to feel really stiff all of a sudden, or the font is going to be really faint. If anything happens and you start thinking, oh, there's something wrong with my typewriter, stop right away. Don't panic, but the first thing you always check is reversing the direction of your ribbon. And 9 times out of 10, that is going to fix everything. Also, right here is your touch selector. It's not a big deal. I don't find it makes much of a difference, but it can. And you just adjust it because it changes how hard these bars strike your paper. If you have any questions about ribbon or anything like that, let us know. But that is so important. Okay. Here is your tab. I already showed you how to set your tabs. This is your backspace, your color selector. Make sure the color selector is firmly on red or black. The white is stencil. You'll not use it. If it's on stencil, your typewriter is really not going to type. And so you're going to think, oh, there's something wrong. So those are just a couple of things that are very easy. It's easy to knock it onto the white. It's easy to forget to reverse the direction of your ribbon, so always keep those things in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and do a typing demo. Okay, so I'm just going to double check my margins and bring them in. You just set your paper there, turn the handle, and roll that right through. And then always lift up your bar. Bring the paper underneath your bar, and then I like to come all the way up to make sure it's nice and even, which it is. I did it perfectly. If it wasn't, you can release the tension on your paper with this paper adjust, this paper, what am I trying? Paper release lever right here, and that way you can, it releases the tension on it. You can adjust it, whatever you need to do. Okay, let's go to the beginning. And let's do some typing. So this was, this also does not have a number 1. So again, use your lowercase l. And it is a 1952. Sorry, I can't see. I'm hitting 2 keys at once. Okay, backspace is on the right side on an Olympia. And this is a nice small font, so it's probably gonna, it looks like it's a 12 CPI font. Very nice. And feels so good. Again, as I mentioned before, this is gonna be a typewriter for active authors, writers, or you know, even if it's for yourself and you just like to journal every day and you want an excellent operating machine, go with an Olympia. Wow, they feel so different than most everything else. Two at once doesn't always work. Okay, let's try the red. Very easy to type on because it's so smooth. Sorry. And the keys are bouncing right back up. There's the bell. It's really... the bell is there. It's just really silent. I'm at the end of the margin, and so some typewriters give you a couple of characters after the bell. This one ended as soon as the bell rang, so the margin release is going to be on the left side, and it says MR, so I'm going to hit MR, and you can keep going before you hit the return handle if you want. And all through the house, not a creature. Was not even a mouse. Excellent. Very clean machine. So all of our typewriters, we service and clean, do any repairs on all of our typewriters. We put new ribbons, we test them out. My husband tests them, then I test them. So, and we go through each typewriter. Now, just a reminder, there's different levels. There's servicing, which is what we do. There's refurbishing, which they do a deeper clean because they take things apart, they replace pieces. And then there's a restoration where they take apart the whole typewriter, they repaint it, they put in new parts. It's basically a brand new machine. So please understand the differences between typewriters. A lot of people put typewriters out there where they haven't done anything. They basically bought it at a garage sale or grabbed it from somebody's attic, throw it on their selling platform, and they haven't cleaned it, they haven't tested it, they haven't put a new ribbon in it, and you're paying a lot of money for something that they haven't done anything with. And this one, make sure, just so you know, we clean and we test all of our typewriters, and then we also offer a 6-month warranty if you want a little extra peace of mind. So that's just a little bit about who we are. I do have a video and an article about our different levels if you want to search for those on our website. Thanks so much for watching. Check out our links below. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Have a great day.